Oh my god, I'm so blue. I am delirious, but very excited. You know what? I'm just going to turn the normal lights on. That was my mood lighting, because that, believe it or not, here I'll give you a preview. This is how I write. This is what I've been in. It's very moody. In fact, I've been listening to music. That's the transcendent, glorious ending music, I guess. I just need a debrief. I am delirious because it's 10 p.m. I bought this clock specifically. We don't have any clocks in this building. How weird is that? Specifically to sit there during the time lapse, which I've recorded up here. I haven't watched this yet. Shall we watch it together? This is me over the last, how long was it? 15 hours? Ready? What does it look like? This is me today. Wait, it's not playing. Boop. There you go. So that clock is going from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and I barely moved from that seat. That's yep. It's a lot. So, it has been a race, a sprint and a marathon, because I got my developmental edit back for my novel. I should contextualize this. I'm a bit all over the place. I'm writing a novel. For those of you who don't know, I've written a novel. I've gone through it many times, got beta reader feedback. I sent it to my developmental editor, got that back. That's been so amazing to work with. I've gone through and done another revision of the draft, and I've just finished the revision of that. The reason I've just been going nuts to try and get that done now is because today, I had 2 hours left in my deadline, is my deadline for my line editor. So I finished that and I've sent it off. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Oh my God. I was just about to shut down and pack up for the day, but I need a debrief. Aside from applying all that feedback, when I'd sent my manuscript away to my developmental editor, I had my holiday in England and 4 weeks up my sleeve where I wasn't writing. And I've been so in the habit of writing every day. I was like itchy, but it was great timing actually, because as I handed that off, I had all this time to not only think about and plan and sketch book cover ideas, but also lore, world building. So I have discovered Obsidian. I probably can't show like too much detail of like the different things, but I've been getting into my world building. There's this view that means nothing to me because I don't really use this view, but what I do use, and the thing I found most useful, is actually the canvas feature. So this is the world building I've done. Oh, I can't. How do I? Sorry, I have to hold Control to zoom in with my finger. There you go. And while I was on holiday, I world built. I'm intentionally showing you, a bit further away so you don't see all the details. World built the origins of the Ascendancy, which is the main sort of culture of the people in my universe, and how that came about, and all the catastrophes, and then all these divisions that turn into different races, cultures, and species. That end up sort of at war with each other, and how it's all built. So like webbing this all together, that's the War of Ascension, and everything up until this point, which is still not even, that's not even when the story begins. This is like when the Zenith arc is created, which it takes like a lot before then for me to like, figure that out. But anyway. That all need, you don't need, don't worry, I'm not gonna, the book doesn't open up with a big freaking lore dump. It opens up in a mining colony, and I drip feed the world building throughout. But actually a lot of the world building didn't exist when I wrote the novel. So I've gone through in this last pass and sort of refined it and solidified it with so much more confidence. But it's still a slow build in terms of like, you know, congealing the world building as you read it. By the end of the novel, I feel confident that it's like people will know what's the vibe of this universe? How does the magic work to a degree? I don't give all of it, but I give enough that it's like, okay, actually, you get a sense that it's like there's structure, there's consequence. Like it feels so good to me because the last pass I went through, I like had a pretty rough idea of sort of what I wanted. Whereas now this recent pass, and especially after doing all that world building, I'm like, okay, like I know how the magic works. I know the consequences. I know who can do what and what's used for what and all of this stuff. And I also know the effect that has on the aesthetic, which is great because the art book Alicia and I are working on, which will come eventually, it's like, okay, I know what this is. This is cosmic brutalism. This is worlds that are built with the powers of people who can basically like morph and form colossal structures with this energy that's, you know, anyway. I'm gushing. I need to stop. I need to go home. But I needed to debrief just to tell you how excited I am and how good it feels to reach my deadline. I've handed it over. And now I have 3 weeks until I get it back. And then it all happens again. But then the next step after that is a proofread, a professional proofread, which is the last step, which means I'll have a novel this year. Maybe in a couple of months, ready for you to buy, which I'm excited about. If you're excited, if you're interested in all this crap I'm talking about, because I am very, very, very excited and very proud of what I've made, I have a Beehive page. It's a newsletter, basically. I'll link in the description where you can sign up, and I will only use that to let people who sign up know when I have author-related releases. So it'll be specifically if I release a novel, if I release an audiobook or a book, I'll send an email, but I'll keep it really, you know, non-spammy, don't worry. But it's specifically for people who want to know about that stuff. Go check it out. I'm so excited. Why am I excited? Because it took me till I was 35 years old to try creative writing and realize, holy crap, this is like all the art I make that turns into stuff. Like I can sculpt with stone and wood and acrylic, but it's words. And words are easier because they're free and they're infinite, and you can make even bigger shit than all of this. All you guys know I like making big stuff. Well, this is pretty big, but it's also grounded in a way that has made some of my beta readers cry, which is, I think, for me, the best feedback, because all I want to do is inflict emotional trauma. Thanks for watching.